I like to be called Teacher Hafiz. Once again, I welcome you all, comrades. I'll call you comrades because I've heard a lot of comrades here today, and I think I'm going to join the comrades. So I like to be called comrades too when you are referring to me, because we're in it together now. Yes. We all remember that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his campaign, promised Nigeria a renewed hope. So, when my name was announced as the Chief Executive and Director General of the Industrial Training Fund, I was outside Nigeria and I had to rush in. I was asked to resume on Sunday. The announcement came up on Friday. As I was in the aircraft, in the aeroplane, I was only thinking of Nigeria artisans, Nigeria artisans, Nigeria artisans, Nigeria artisans. When you go outside, you find out that artisans are up there. In some countries, they earn more than the professors. You can't pay if you are not strong enough financially. You may not be able to pay them. They are well respected. Why not in Nigeria? To further put, according to our people, salt or pepper in the injury, people from other countries taking up our jobs. They have the right to, but it should be a big market that nobody should be pushed aside. I inquired, what is the reason for this? I heard that the quality of Nigerian job, the artisans of Nigerian origin, the quality of job is now low everywhere. Then, as I was thinking of this, the UN Assembly came, and our president, with the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, launched a program, the last UN Assembly, this National Talent Export Program. I sat down, I planned it, went for consultation with the minister. The president is happy about it, to form what we call SUPA today. SUPA means Skill Up Artisans. We want to skill up Nigerian artisans. We want to upgrade Nigerian artisans. We want standard artisans that can stand up anywhere in the world. Nigerians all over the world, we all know, are best at what they do. So we decided to form SUPA to scale up our artisans. To carry out this program, we formed a steering committee. They have been working since November, late October / early November. Sometimes I leave them in the office here on just 10 o'clock at night, they're still here. Directors and people from other areas, private sectors. But we cannot scale up artisans without carrying along the artisan associations. Some of you here already in the field are going to be trained as super artisans. So, but the first thing is the registration phase. We register everybody called artisan. Everybody will be in a register. Initially, the registration will be free of charge. Free. No one pays. We use our money for everything. When the artisans come in, it's like we all come into a drum. hypothetical drum. I'm not saying I'm going to put you in drums, no. And this drum has one entrance. Everybody enters. Inside that drum, then we begin to categorize. When we categorize, we set up training in training centers, both within ITF and private training center. The president has given us the mandate to upskill 5 million artisans in the first year. The next year, another 5 million. So in 4 years, we are to upskill 20 million artisans. So the artisan will come in. ITF cannot handle everything, everybody. We have some training centers also, private in the country. We are going to certify them. We are going to look at them. We are going to check whatever they have and how we can help them upgrade their standard. We certify them. Then we have trainers who are up to the international standard. We also give them the certification, their own certification. And we are talking with countries who will also bring in trainers for us, because we want a situation where you get a certificate, boom, ITF standard here, boom, German standard here, or boom, ITF standard here, boom, British standard here. That's what we want. So we are still inside that drum, everybody, trying to upgrade everybody, even the masters of the game. Some people may not need more than 2 weeks for upgrade. Those of you masters here. Some people may need 4 months, 3 months, depending on the category. We have only talked about the entrance. What is in it for Nigerians? We have 3 doors, 3 openings. One opening is a conduit pipe between Nigeria as a Nigeria government as a country and government of other countries. They are keying in. We have a lot of countries already talking with us. When the National Export Program was launched, they were very happy at the UN. That means there is a channel now from government to government. Give us the artisans we want, we treat them well. In fact, the conditions put in place by some countries now are so enticing that I wish I was an artisan. Maybe I'm going to learn to be a mechanic. There is one type of visa. Let me just tell you this because I'm privileged to. I've been there for 19 years in Dubai. There's a visa called Golden Visa. This Golden Visa, you don't get it anyhow. They have promised a large number of thousands, I will not mention that here, for the artisans we get to them. Golden Visa for them. So, they have told us how they will treat them well. It's like telling us, just bring them. We trust them. But we want them from you. We want from government to government so that we can control things. Same thing with the Germans. At the stage we are in now, we are collecting their curriculums. And the trade area, they need people. That's where we are now. And they are ready to also give us trainers in the areas where they need people. So, one pathway is to prepare our artisans and export them. The other exit from that drum is we have a lot of multinational companies in this country. Shell, Mobil, Chevron, that's in the oil sector. We have all other Mandelas and all those people. We have them here, Toyota and Co. We have a lot of them here. We are still going to. The other door is for the services in Nigeria. The last exit from my job are the same people I'm talking about. Some of the old ones will prefer to form their own or to continue with their own workshop, with their own enterprise, the entrepreneurs. We are going to have extension program, people that will be visiting you, that will be teaching you as in your trade, where you are, that will be checking you, what is happening with your trade, what help do you need, this you are doing well, this you are not, it's your trade, you are independent, but helping you out to build your business. The government, through ITF, through all these agencies, through the president's office, the vice president's office, we are going to continue to be with you. We are going to have super artisans. Maybe a mechanic is working somewhere and there is problem. He will use his registration number given to him on the register to log in and talk to the call center. The super mechanic there will say, okay, what have you done? What have you done? Did you do this? Did you do this? Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. That call center will happen. And when you look at all this, I've given one entrance and 3 exits. When we look at all this, what does it bring back to Nigeria? Better economy, better quality of service. That's what it will bring down to Nigeria. Want to shout out to Nigerians. Let them come in and register. When they register, they come into this. As a matter of fact, with your collaboration, it will get to a point that anybody who is not registered cannot practice. It will get to that point. All these we are planning. Our plans have reached advanced stage. The president insists he wants to launch it by himself. This is just a very brief summary of the program and what we intend to do with you. I welcome you all, and I want you to support this renewed hope agenda of our dear president. Please, let us try, put our hands together to uplift Nigeria.
So thank you very much for this initiative, and we pray that this initiative is going to impact on Nigerians.
Now that our DG has brought up this skill of artisans, SUPA. Everybody knows that SUPA is a very fine thing.
Yes.
And that has culminated into what program our DG has brought. SUPA Skill Artisans. I welcome that on behalf of my members.
Thank you.
When I first heard that we were going to enter into a drum, I was looking for a way to run out. You put us inside drum, you can't hear me that. But he quickly said there are outlets. When I begin to listen to those outlets, I said, okay, I will be the first person to enter that drum. The drum is good for us. It's going to help us. I can assure you that we have had some little plans that we'll be doing at our levels. Because we have brought this government effort in, which is super effort, we want to assure you of our collaboration and support.
Thank you very much.
Okay, before then we said registration is initially free. That again bothers me. If registration is going to be free initially, at what time is going to be monitored?
When people now see the advantage of this, when people now want to come in, especially the green people who were not artisans before also, they will also want to rush in. You understand? So at that point, we'll now start charging something small. And I believe by that time, Nigeria economy will have been a little bit better. So there will be no much complaint because people have seen the people coming out of the drum and they have seen the advantages. They have seen what they are getting. So they will be ready to pay. After all, now, when people want to come into your workshop to learn, they are a particular amount of money they will pay. They bring drink, they bring this, they bring cola, they pay money, isn't it? Yeah. That's registration, isn't it? So they buy form. So that's exactly because they know that maybe people coming out from your own workshop, they have seen their seniors coming from their own workshop, they are doing well. So they want to come to your workshop. Whatever you tell them to go and bring, they will bring. At that point, that will be happening to this program.
Registration of all the artisans is possible, and the auto mechanics have said they have 25 million. I want to tell you that in our own sector, which is construction, we have much more than that. So, why am I saying this? The number of artisans in this country, if their issues are solved, we have addressed Nigeria's problems. Exactly. So we, as Sector Skills Council on Building, will collaborate with the IGF so that we get all these artisans properly categorized and registered. You will realize that today we talk about a lot of unemployment, especially among the graduates. Why many graduates are unemployed is because they have no skills. So it is one thing to have a qualification, and it's another thing to have skills. And what we are now doing in our own sector is that we are not only assessing knowledge, we are assessing skills, and we are assessing attitude. These three components make up the certification that we can give anybody. And the mandate for 5 million this year and 5 million subsequently is in line with our own thoughts and agenda as Sector Skills Council of Nigeria. That any program of government that wants to address Nigeria's situation, unemployment, upskilling and reskilling has to be in millions. So we want to support you in that, and we are deployed throughout the country. I entered this industry and I've practiced for 50 years. I retired from the Federal Civil Service as a director. But I must tell you, sir, that today, because I started out as a technician, I have a carpentry workshop in Abuja. So we must all come to give back to our country and to our industry.
I've been a mechanic for 37 years, and I've been running my workshop for 30 years now in Lagos State. And I formed the association called the Lady Mechanic Initiative, which has been running for 20 years now and has empowered and graduated over 2,000 female mechanics nationwide. There is no car company you go to today that you don't find a lady mechanic. Whether it's Coach Charis, Toyota, anywhere you go to. The trainees becomes the trainers. Why am I saying this? Interesting house here. Now I'm standing up for the women of Nigeria. How do we come in? Because 5,000, we should have a number for the women folks as well, nationwide. And outside that, we have the school dropouts who wants to become mechanic. We have the married women who wants to also acquire skill, who has got white collar job, and they want to also do this. We have youth corpers who wants to also come in. Teacher Afisa, my question is that since it's a man's word, they used to say, but the lady mechanic has broken that yoke, bringing the secret to the doorstep of all women that no man in the house can use one hand to carry an engine. You have to break it down, dismantle. It has different segments that have been able to tell women the secrets. So it's more interesting that a woman plaiting hair today can become a female mechanic tomorrow. We are changing the narrative. All I'm asking, the women must be carried along for us to know how many numbers from these 5 million that will be, since we are all one now, amalgamated motor mechanics and technicians of Nigeria, which I'm representing also the women wings there. What is the new number for us nationwide? Thank you, sir.
I didn't say senior artisans. I said all artisans will go into the drum. I said old, young, senior, experienced, no experience, because nobody is beyond learning. And when you are talking about lifting the engine and this and that, you see, as a teacher, I'm a doctor, but I love teaching. I've been teaching before I even entered the medical school. So I still continue to teach in the medical school. I teach physics. I teach sciences, but I teach more of physics. And by God's grace, this year, two of my students had the best result in the world in physics. Since 2017, they've been having the best in Middle East. But this year, 2 of them got the best in the world. So, in physics, I teach my students not to work hard, but to work smart. So we are going to be teaching the artisans to work smart. So there will be no need for muscles or lifting engine or anything. It's going to be working smart. What the muscles can do, the fats will be able to do it. So
Calm down.
calm down. You will be well represented. No problem at all. We are set. We are ready. We are almost 100%, let me say 100% set, ready as far as our own measurement is concerned. We are waiting for Mr. President. When he launches, that day, from that venue, where you will all be, registration will start. Electronically, it will start. Manually, we will distribute forms. We are still working on the forms that we will distribute because some people may not be able to, they may have the type of phone they have, may not be able to accommodate that. So we are thinking of a way to give form. And let me tell you one thing. It's going to happen everywhere in the country. In the wards, wards. We are not just going to limit it to the cities alone, the local government. We are going to go into your wards where people vote. We are also going to collaborate even with some of your honorable members, your local government chairmen, because your honorable members are from your constituencies. They know the mechanics in their constituency. They are the ones that know the weathers. I don't know them. You guys are the ones that know them. Everybody that know them will register. If I get one registration form from you and Miss Fatima is there, I'm using woman now, and I get another registration form from the honorable member of the House of Representatives, and the same Fatima is there with the same NIN, we will know how to do it so that Fatima will only be registered once. So we are working on all those, my brother. So, digitally and manually. If we can upskill Nigerian artisans, we have taken care of Nigerian problem. Yes. There is no family in Nigeria without artisan. If you don't have a tailor, you have a mechanic. If you don't have a mechanic, you have a barber. If you don't have do you know that people get degrees in barbing? Yes. So, don't worry. Nigeria, we have started. We are going to push it. People are asking, oh, this is a good thing. Will people allow it to work? Not when you are dealing with the masses. Not when you are helping the masses. It will work. The president is behind us. Solidly, he has sent us on an errand, and we will carry out this job for him with your support.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to congratulate all of us. And I want to congratulate especially the artisans and the various stakeholders here present. I want to, on behalf of the DG, thank you immensely. Today is for AUOMMATON. Tomorrow will be for other associations. The Sector Ski Council, you are always invited. You have been relating in a number of ways, especially the CORBON. One of the things you'll be doing for us is that you will assist the fund in the registration of the artisan. You will assist us in sensitizing the artisans. I want to thank you immensely for your massive attendance. We sent out invitation barely 2 days ago, and the whole place is filled up. We thank you very, very much. This is a sign that you have killed him.